it's been such an amazing experience because, again, it's just completely opposite, right? Usually as a designer, we walk into a space that's already half created. A writer has created a world for us. So this is really cool because it really allows us to flex all of our muscles as designers and just run with concepts. It's fun. It feels like back when I was taking my first design courses and like kind of falling in love with design.
I'm surprised with how much of a cohesive concept we've reached in such a short amount of time. Our images are looking very similar, like in the same language. So far, the experience has been a lot more interesting than I thought it was going to be.
This entire journey has been like a total shock to me. I still haven't woke up to it. I'm still like processing that I am being a costume designer for Boundless, especially working with all these mentors helped us bring our thoughts together as designers and make us think on our own.
I'm like super excited to finally have like a script to really be able to start designing off of. I feel like I have a very specific idea of what I want the in-between characters' lighting to be, but I'm excited to figure out how to make it work.
I like the fact that the playwright brought all these elements of something dark. She made sure to put all of our elements in there, from the scenic designer to the lighting designer, and basically make sure that she implied all of our elements and reflected everything that we talked about.
My whole goal has been to create a space of ritual, a space that feels timeless, and incorporating the story that Mariana so artfully put together based off of all the conversations that we've had. So that's been an exciting part of the process too. It just keeps evolving and evolving, and I feel like we could work on this for years and it would just keep going. So that's the fun part, and also the challenge, right? Because you do have to define it, and you do have to eventually just make design choices and decisions. But it is cool to know that this is something that we could come back to and, keep working on, and it would just continue to grow. So there's something really beautiful about that.
So I just try to capture everything. I focused on the takeover, taking over, the breakdown, the chaos. That's what I focused on.
I thought about each of the things that resonated and made sure that all the characters connected. So I got a lot of inspiration from Billie Eilish for this girl character. I thought about hair colors, and I just went to a whole nother dimension with this girl.
I had been looking for pictures that represented the image of a black hole, also like a desolate planet, as well as destruction.
I want to complete the connection between the girl and the goddess, so I plan on having them in similar lightings, which I'm trying to evoke the enchanted forest feel that is also present in the set design as well. And then for the in-between, I want it to feel very sterile and cold. So we're planning on having white fluorescence hanging from the grid to symbolize a hospital bed or an MRI tube or something of the sort.
I loved this image of the woman with flowers coming out of her, which coming with the idea of the plants that you just mentioned, that's plants are coming out of places that they're not supposed to. I feel that with this image in particular, you have the divine feminine, but then it's also communion with nature and inner peace and blooming.
I wanted it to be a reflection of how nature has infiltrated the space, and it's a reflection of how the girl and her future are sort of infiltrating her mind. The world is part of her, she's part of the world, and it's all connected.
Meeting the designers that was an exciting and nervous experience because yes, I seen them through Zoom and everything, but I just wanted first impressions, to be great. So I was just really happy to meet each and every one of them, and I'm so happy that we got to do this piece together.
Being able to finally see everybody in person, it was really cool because I was on the train on the way here, and I look up and Dalia sitting right across from me. And then I got here, and then Munirah was also super lovely, and they've both been helping me load everything in and hang all that you see here.
She wears a half mask with cables protruding from her scalp.
Meeting everyone in person has been great. Everyone's pretty much how they seemed on Zoom.
And Dalia is dancing.
Loading's been very fun. Everything is loaded in, but we still have to do focus, and then I'll start cueing the show after that. Hopefully I'll be able to see the show a little bit before starting to cue. It's a little almost like a deja vu moment. I'm excited to see the finished project, but so far it's been really fulfilling, to look around and see something that came from us.